welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be making vegetable lentil chilli. It was a staple when I did Veganary in January 2017. We had it like 3-4 times a week, and Darren, who's a bit of a meat eater, absolutely loved it, and the kids loved it too, especially Sydney. Sydney really enjoyed it. I think it's because it hasn't got that meat. My boys don't really like the meat texture. They like chicken, they don't like mince that much. They will eat it, Ralph not so much, but I think because it's softer and the lentils get really soft, they kind of really like it. And I mixed with some rice and cheese for them and they really like it. So I'm going to make it today for you. As I said, in one of my June goals is to eat less meat. I just feel like I'm eating meat nearly every day, and I don't need to. I don't feel great when I have like beef and stuff like that. As I said before, I know I've got intolerance to beef, but I eat it. It's not like an allergic reaction or anything like that. I can eat it. I just feel uncomfortable. I don't know what it causes. It's just been picked up, but I do notice when I eat it. And chicken and things like that. And I do love chicken and salmon and stuff like that, fish, but I do want to eat less meat. Corn products and things like that, like Linda McCartney. I love Linda McCartney sausages. I love they're half a sin. The rosemary and red onion ones are free. The chorizo and red pepper, I haven't had them for a long time now, but they are really nice in like a pasta sauce. They're half a sin each, I believe. The pulled pork, again, that's something I haven't had for a while, but that's really nice. The mince is nice. The corn mince I have, it does kind of bloat me, so I just don't think it disagrees with me, but I do have it now and again, and along with the corn pieces. But yeah, there are such a wide variety, but I would like to try and have less processed vegan, vegetarian products. So that's why my staple is lentil chilli. And you can also have it as a bolognese. I've also made it as a bolognese before. You just obviously add herbs and instead of the spices, basically. But let me show you now what the ingredients are. Here are the ingredients. So I've got garlic and onion. You can add 2 onions sometimes if you want a bit more. I've got courgette, celery and 2 peppers. Again, any colour peppers, but because I'm already using the courgette and celery, I just wanted some sweeter ones. I've also used mushrooms and carrots. They go really well as well. I tend to kind of either grate the carrot or chop it really finely, but however you prefer it. I've also got green lentils and red split pea lentils. These are both free, they're a protein, so really great on an SP day. And I tend to use, for measuring, basically this cup, you can use any cup, and I kind of like have 2/3 of each, because they do bulk out. You don't think it's much in there, but they do bulk out. I then also add 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, whatever brand. I've used cheaper ones before, but these are just what I've got in the cupboard. I also add vegetable stock with water, and with the water, it's best to make this when either in the oven when you're at home or in the slow cooker, as long as you're at home all day, so that you can top it up, because otherwise it can dry out because the lentils do absorb a lot of water. And then my favourite seasoning for this is the chili con carne. It was just one of the first ones that I used. It's the JD Seasonings, but again, you can use a chili con carne mix if you prefer, but just check the sins. This is sin free, this one, or you can just use chili flakes. I also love to use the Cajun Seasoning, and at the moment I've got the Greedy Fox seasoning. In fact, if you go over to the Budget Slimmers channel, they've got a video on this, and they've got 10% off. It's just a new little independent, same as JD Seasonings and also the one Spice and Tice, independent companies, and yeah, just something different. So I thought I'd use maybe like a tablespoon, but I'll show you what I use shortly. I've also used the JD Season Cajun one as well in this with the chili con carne when I've made a big batch, and it worked really well. And I thought also, there's loads of people on Instagram that have 20% off. I think it's 20% off JD Seasonings. But I know Jane SW has 20% off if you go and visit her channel or her Instagram account. So yeah, basically that's what I use. But as I said, you don't have to use these two. You can also use just chili flakes, which I've used before as well. Right, okay, hope you can see everything. So basically I've chopped up all my veg. I've chopped my garlic, but again, you can crush that if you prefer, or you can use garlic powder or garlic salt if you don't have any in. I've chopped my onion. I probably would have actually done another one. I've got red peppers, courgette, yellow pepper, celery, all chopped up. Oh, that one's not chopped up properly. Just chop that up. Oh, rubbish knife. Just gonna move that out of the way. And basically, I've got my pot here, which is my slow cooker pot. I'm going to do mine in the slow cooker. I'm here all day, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And it does taste better in the slow cooker, or you can just cook it in the oven, which is absolutely fine. It tastes really nice. But I would always say this recipe does taste nicer the day after, a bit like bolognese and stuff like that does. So yeah, basically, you just bung this all in. If you were doing it in the casserole dish, you could probably do exactly the same, or you might want to fry it off just beforehand. It's entirely up to you. There's some that have escaped. So there, it's all in there for now. I am now going to add my lentils. So as I said, I don't measure. I just kind of pour it into this mug, or a mug, not necessarily always this mug. You can adjust it if you prefer. In fact, that's only halfway. Yeah, maybe more 3/4. So kind of there. So quite a bit. In fact, that might be too much. In fact, that's too much. I think this is a bigger mug than I normally use. I'm just going to add half. So ignore that. And same for the red split lentils. The reason I use 2 different kind of lentils, because you could just use one, it's absolutely fine. I just find the green lentils, or you can use, is it pui lentils? Dried ones, just kind of give it a bit more of a meaty texture. Yeah, definitely only need, I think I usually use this. It's got my melon in it at the moment, so I think I usually measure it up, and I usually fill it up to there. So I'm just gonna, that's enough. I'm not gonna put any more in because that would be too much. So can you see how many I've got? It's not a lot at all. It's a really cheap meal, and especially if you just use chili flakes as well. There's a bit of onion there. So I'm gonna add my seasoning now. I don't really need the seasoning for this. I'm just going to add the whole pot in. But if you're adding chili flakes, you can always add more with chili flakes. I'm going to add the whole pot in. This serves, I think, 6, which I think will be enough. Yeah, serves 6. And this will probably serve 6. It will probably do 2 meals for me and Darren each, and a meal each or 2 for the boys. So I do, because there's obviously you add in so much vegetables, but it's not enough really speed. So you kind of just move it around to coat it all. And then I'm just going to add some Cajun seasoning. I just like to mix it up. You just do whatever you want. You don't have to have any of these. You can just have chili flakes. And I'm just going to add a tablespoon of that. It kind of just softens it. This one's quite a mild one. If you don't like spicy stuff, the Greedy Fox is much milder than the Daily Seasonings. I think Spice and Tice do a Cajun one, which I think I've just ordered actually, just to compare. But this one's more mild, but which is quite good with the boys. Because the chili con carne with Daily Seasonings, it's got a bit of a kick, but it's not too bad. But the Cajun Seasoning's got more of a kick. So just going to put my chopped tomatoes in. You don't have to use chopped tomatoes. You can use, well, you can, I tend to use at least 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, but you can add passata as well. So you can do 1 of each if you like. Oh, see, look, I put this on purposely because I didn't want to get tomatoes down me, and it splashed up onto my top, not the actual apron. I think I need to tie a knot in the and this one's just a different brand. I like this brand, but I only buy it when it's on offer because it's quite expensive, but it's just kind of richer. But I do find I use Sainsbury's, Tesco's value, all the cheap ones, it's fine. Just going to move that around again just to coat everything. You can always add more seasoning as you go. I'm going to add a vegetable stock cube. I'm just using a stock pot, which is free, or you can use one of the OXO ones, which is fine. It just gives it a bit of flavour and a bit of salt in that. But again, if you haven't got a vegetable stock, just use salt and pepper. I'm just going to add that. That will melt as it gets warmer. Just move it around, but I will keep stirring this all day, just so that the lentils don't stick. That's why I would say only make this when you're at home. If you leave it, everything could dry up. If you don't have the, unless you know how much water to add. You can add tomato puree. I kind of play it by ear. I just sort of play it by ear, sort of see nearer the time. So by the end of the day, if I feel it needs to be thickened up, I'll add a tablespoon and just leave it in there for the last half hour. And I'm just going to add some water. I might need more, I might have less. I've used a whole, what's this, 600, how many pints is this? 1 pint jug. It's got, see, that's just covering it. I'd say it probably will need more. I'm just going to put this in here, and again if it thickens up, if it gets too thick or if it's too runny, I'll just add some puree, but nearer the end. I don't want to add it now and then it thickens up. And that is it. I'm going to put this on high for 4 hours, but I'm going to keep stirring it, and then I'll just leave it on low for the rest of the day. I don't have an in-between one, but I will show you what it looks like at the end. So what I've done so far is it's been on all day, so it's been about 4 hours at least on high, and then I turned it down to low. I then, about an hour and a half ago, it's now 5 o'clock, so an hour and a half ago, I added a tablespoon of tomato puree just to thicken it up and just make it really nice. Tomorrow it's going to taste even more amazing, so if you can make it the day before or overnight, that's even better, and then have it for dinner the next evening. But I'll show you what it looks like served up. As I said, I'm doing an SP day today, so the serving that I'm going to serve it with will have probably salad in it, but you can serve it with rice, potatoes, whatever you fancy really. It's really nice and jacket potato actually with some salad on the side. So yeah, I will show you what it looks like when it's done. And here it is, the finished product. So it's the lentil chilli with lots of vegetables in it. I'm serving mine with some watercress and some quark, which has got some 7 Thai spice seasoning and a little bit of lime juice, because I'm doing an SP day today. But normally I would serve this with just some basmati white rice or brown rice or jacket potato, or on its own with maybe like a Weight Watchers wrap. Cauliflower rice, I have that quite a lot, so that goes really well. Or even just large chunks of cauliflower or butternut squash. A butternut squash also goes really well nicely in it, as does sweet potato. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please give us a thumbs up if you have, and I hope to bring you some more recipes soon. Take care everyone. Bye.